some upcoming downloadable content that will take you to new.
Oh my goodness, chat. I'm so sorry about everything that happened. Hold on, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Discover a miniature clockwork world in the Sea of Stars Throes of the Watchmaker DLC. Gear up for a journey full of oddities and wonders in which Valir and Zale will have to play by new rules to put a stop to a cursed carnival.
Zale will transform into a skillful juggler, while Valir will dazzle as an acrobat. Together with new playable character Artie, they'll explore new areas and battle through dangerous dungeons in their quest to save the world of Orlage.
A malevolent spectacle awaits when this free DLC for Sea of Stars launches on Nintendo Switch next spring.
Hey, get out of my swamp!
Sorry, Amber, but just like onions, this swamp has layers of dirt that need to be blasted away.
Ugh, fine. I'm ogre it anyway. A muddy good time awaits in the Shrek Special Pack paid DLC for Power Wash Simulator. Feel like an all-star as you wash away the grime covering 5 fairy tale maps from the Shrek universe, including Shrek's very own swamp and the Dragon's Lair.
Don a shiny suit of armor with a new night-themed character model, and get your power washing game on when the Shrek Special Pack DLC makes a splash.
Oh, you guys have no idea how chaotic it's been. Oh my god, hold on, let me try to explain.
Hi, I'm Sam.
And I'm Toby.
Our team has been working on a new game called Morsels. You play as a mouse fighting against the forces of wicked cats.
Look here.
Using magical cards to transform into a bunch of weird little monsters. It's a challenging roguelike.
I was planning, okay, to stream at, what, in 1 hour from now, that DVD stream. But I wanted to cook as well. And if you know anything about what's been up with me lately, I'm following a certain schedule. So it got a bit hectic as I remember the direct was happening, and here we are. Did I miss anything? Any cool games? Hold on, I'm gonna eat. Shrek and Power Wash Simulator? Wait, what? What the hell is that? How does that even work? Guys, what games are you hoping for? Come on! Another Zelda game? Yakuza 5 Kiwami for the Switch. Let's go.
Hey there! They say home is where the heart is. And that's especially true for this next game.
That's right. Household objects, appliances, and even concepts turn into eligible love interests in Date Everything, a game in which you can, in fact, date pretty much everything.
With 100 dateable characters,
Yakuza 1 and 2 HD collection for the Switch. All of you to assume those are coming for the Switch when they haven't come out on PC yet.
Become besties with Shelly the Shelf.
But then again, those 2 games came out on the fucking Wii U of all things at first.
Overwhelming sense of existential dread.
I think I'll pass on Doug. Can I fall in love with a lamp?
No way! Lux the lamp is all mine! But did you know that you could even date the game itself? Why don't I introduce you to Textbox-chan?
Who likes dating sims?
Flirtatious branching dialogue with these fully voiced characters as you get to know them and form meaningful relationships.
Textbook-chan, did I see that right?
Perish the thought, swashbuckler.
I drive as quick as my whip.
Bring your best dating game because your choices could result not just in love, but also in friendship, or even disdain.
find the object of your affection when Date Everything launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
Hi, I'm Sienna, the lead artist on Peglin.
And I'm Dylan, the game designer of Peglin and the founder of Red Nexus Games. The two of us created the first version of Peglin at a game jam in 2019. The theme of the jam was fall, and we wanted to create something fun and physicsy. We ended up creating the first version of Peglin's battle system.
When the pandemic started, working on Peglin became a fun and creative escape. We made cute places and enemies for our little goblin friend to explore.
We then added 2 of our friends to help speed up development, and now 4 years later, we're a team of 7, and we're excited to bring Peglin to Nintendo Switch.
The dragons have been stealing your gold for as long as you can remember. It's time to delve into the heart of their lair and exact your revenge with the power of pegs.
In this roguelike pachinko-inspired RPG, you'll aim orbs and hit pegs to deal damage
Leon, how's
in
Daybreak going?
turn-based battles.
I'm not watching because I don't want to spoil myself. Pretty good, actually.
The blow
Daybreak is
you'll
awesome.
deal to your
You're gonna love
enemies.
it.
Balance your way to victory with a variety of different
Anybody
orbs.
want some chicken?
Some can split into multiple
Some chicken.
copies.
Here, I made
Others
it
will
myself.
pierce both pegs and enemies.
Has some lemon, garlic,
And some will even heal you for every
some
peg
good
you
herbs.
hit.
The pegs themselves have some peculiar properties too.
God
They
damn.
can explode, help you unlock the critical
It's actually
power
pretty
of your
good.
orbs, and more. With careful planning
I think this is
and
my
aiming,
3rd time
you can
making
create some spectacular
chicken breast.
combos.
Relics will radically change your game too. Equip these rare passive power-ups to prevent lethal damage or
Damn,
turn
girl.
pegs into bombs. Just to name a few. Each run presents new opportunities for
I just
possible
realized
combinations.
Teach
I don't
those
have the
dragons
headphones
a
on.
lesson when Peglin bounces onto Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive later today.
Later today, fellas. Hey, just like real life. Yeah, the DVD stream is going to be about Dracula, and they said they're going to show like a few upcoming things as well.
Okay, follow my lead and watch out for the caterpillar.
We're doing great so far. Hey, careful! There's a Andrew!
Oops, let's try this again.
عندك اهتمام لألعاب نينتندو؟ لا بس هاي طقطق مالك.
Good thing we're tied together.
Look, a key. Let's grab it.
Hey, don't you
Buying a
worry.
house is definitely something you can only do in fantasy games now.
All right, let's
Sheesh,
slow
man.
it down.
You didn't have to get that real.
And jump.
Got it.
This showcase is 40 minutes, by the way,
make
so
a
we have
great team.
25 minutes
Now
left.
let's try it with 8 players.
Oh boy. As you can see, cooperation is key in this puzzle platformer. Up to 8 players need to work together to navigate levels full of ledges, cliffs, and other obstacles.
Use strategic stacking, coordinated movement, and puzzle-solving skills to find all the keys and reach every level's exit. There are more than 60 levels, and each one can be completed no matter how many players you have on your side.
Think it'll be a walk in the park?
Guys,
Think again.
how do you like your chicken?
Even greater challenges await in dark mode, where your skills and your friendships will be put to the ultimate test.
Get ready for multiplayer mischief when Pico Park 2 jumps onto Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive later today. Can't get enough indies? Here are some more titles headed to the Nintendo Switch system in the near future.
Ooh. I played this. صحة على قلبك حبيبي بالعافية الله يعافيك حبيبي. Yo, my fellow bald man, are there games yet? Yeah, look.
Okay, that's all for today's show. Hey, where'd you get that pizza?
I found it in that tower over there.
What tower?
You know, I've only heard about Pizza Tower one time prior to today. And I didn't know it was so popular. Pizza Tower for the Switch, baby. Man, it's been a while since I used my Switch.
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed today's showcase.
Shrek.
As always, a big thank you to our indie community and partners making games for Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on all things indie on the Nintendo Switch system. Stick around for more exciting news and updates in today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
Predictions,
starting
guys.
right
Predictions.
now.
What are we gonna get?
Until next time,
Happy gaming!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. In this presentation, we'll be focusing on Nintendo Switch games launching in the second half of 2024 from our publishing and development partners. Okay, let's get into the headlines. These games are falling into place. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Tetris with a compilation of historic games. Experience the 1988 Famicom.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's go, dude. Let's go. This is what I've been waiting for.
Chain combos using explosions in Tetris 2 plus Bombless.
Day one purchase.
Use special moves to win in Tetris Battle Gaiden.
Gaiden?
And more in this interactive museum, including the games shown here. In addition, enjoy the brand new Tetris Time Warp, where you'll jump between gameplay styles from across the series.
Look at all this Tetris.
You can also watch new documentary clips about the history of Tetris and its key players. Tetris Forever drops onto the Nintendo Switch system this year.
Let's go.
Plus, the NES version of Tetris is coming to Nintendo Switch Online this winter. And be on the lookout for a Tetris 99 Maximus Cup event, also coming this winter. Speed into the unknown. Journey to the galaxy's depths in this high-speed sci-fi adventure. After receiving a mysterious distress signal, you'll venture through a massive alien world to reunite with your beloved. Ride the stylish hoverboard to explore stunning landscapes filled with all sorts of alien structures. From scorching sands to wavy waters, each area will challenge your traversal skills. Along the way, you'll face enemies in frenetic melee combat. By unlocking skills and combining different abilities, you can find more creative ways to overcome foes. You can also customize the hoverboard to match your riding style, solve puzzles, and gather resources to boost its speed, steering, gravity, and more. Whether you're racing through terrain at high speeds or in the throes of combat, the hoverboard will be there to help you. Leave no stone unturned as you explore every corner of this vast planet. You never know what or who you'll find. Star Overdrive launches as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch next year. Do whatever floats your goat. Welcome to the vast island of San Angora, where you'll take on the role of a goat. We're not kidding. In this sprawling sandbox adventure, you'll headbutt, lick, and explode your way across the island. Wreak havoc on anything and everything you find. Want to drive around town, join a yoga class, antagonize the locals? You can do all of that and more. Complete quests and gain karma to progress the story and unlock customization options. From fashionable nonsense like floral shirts and inflatable tubes, to goat variants, including tall, angry, and even tasty goats. So buckle up and grab your fashion style by the horns. And you're not the only belligerent Billy around here. Unleash all sorts of bad mischief in 2-player online or couch co-op. Hope you're ready to hoof it, because the digital version of Goat Simulator 3 rams its way onto Nintendo eShop later today. The physical version of the game launches on Nintendo Switch this November. Here's a rapid-fire mix of first reveals and game updates coming to Nintendo Switch. Make Bikini Bottom your playground. Is this SpongeBob? No, this is Patrick. The silly sea star from SpongeBob SquarePants stars in this physics-based sandbox adventure. Bikini Bottom is your oyster. Make some hilarious mayhem by performing whimsical skydives.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Digging up treasure in the dump.
Wait,
Or even
I missed what?
In Mrs. Puff's rage room. Experiment with
Nah,
items
you guys
find,
are...
from exploding pies to paint tubes to make the world more
Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. Wait.
Here's a rapid-fire mix.
You guys are
of
not
first reveals
bullshitting me.
and game
What?
updates coming to Nintendo Switch.
No way, bruh. No way. Wait. Holy shit. Oh my god. Bro, we gotta watch the trailer for that after this. Oh my god. Hold on, let's go
The
back.
Patrick Star game
Oh my
launches
god.
on
Oh,
Nintendo Switch October 4th.
you know what? I am so glad we
Pre-orders
streamed
begin later
the
today on
direct,
Nintendo eShop.
even though it's messy as hell. Like between having to
Ready
cook
for
and
your
eat my meal at a
very own
specific
personal
time
trainer?
and all the attempts of streaming that failed. Let's get started.
1, 2.
Oh my god.
The latest entry in the fitness box.
I'm assuming there's a full trailer out somewhere.
Nintendo Switch. Newly
Holy
added
shit,
features
bro.
make it easier to train more regularly.
Holy shit.
Use Quick Workout to jump into an exercise program right after launching the game.
Right. Put the punches together, but it looks like
Thank you, Alistair.
Once you're done, try going the distance.
with an extra
Guys, who's getting this game? Screw Trails in the Sky. Who's getting
With
this?
Mitt Drills, you'll practice with your instructor at your own pace.
Yeah, that...
And in Sit Fit Boxing,
you know,
complete exercise programs
I
while
sort of
seated
expected
for a
it to happen at
different
some
training
point, but I didn't
experience.
think it would be this soon.
30 brand new songs are included.
But I'll fucking take it. Oh my
There are
god.
also 6 instructors, including 2 new ones. Plus, you can change their hairstyles. Let them motivate you as you work toward
You
your
manifested
goals.
the remake by playing the games on stream.
Fitness
Let's go,
Boxing 3,
dude. Let's
your
go.
personal trainer launches on the Nintendo Switch system December 5th. This is going to be a match to remember.
I went into this expecting like nothing, just like hanging out with you guys.
Capcom
That's
fighting games
literally
are
it.
crawling their way onto Nintendo Switch in one collection.
Nice.
Here's the complete roster of games. Capcom vs SNK Millennium Fight 2000 Pro. Capcom vs SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium
Wait, did they announce
2001.
House of the Dead 2 remake?
Project
Bro,
Justice.
the showcase is actually fire.
Capcom Fighting Evolution. Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. Plasma Sword Nightmare of Bilstein. Power Stone. And Power Stone 2. Each game has its own training mode and is playable online. You can also visit the museum to enjoy artwork and music
Bro, I'm
from
still
each game.
in disbelief about Trails.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2 launches on Nintendo Switch next year. Plus, jump into the fray when Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics hyper combos its way onto Nintendo Switch September 12th. Digital pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. The physical version of the game launches on Nintendo Switch November 22nd. Next, please take a look at this.
私の声を聞いている遠い時代のあなたへ
How is the Nintendo Showcase killing it with a console that's like 8 years old now?
命ある者は皆無数の記憶を積み重ねながら生きていく
Yo, that 5 FPS gameplay,
やが
let's
て記
go.
憶の雫は魂を育み形作る
Horizon the
ユニアに
anime.
とっては見えるのが正しいことでも正しいことって一つじゃないのよ
すべて滅びたと思っていたが
Is that Kirya's voice actor? Now watch all the Yakuza fans go from, oh my god, what is this shit to, yo! What is this game? Yeah, look at chat, look at chat. Is that Dio's voice actor?
どうか真相を解き明かして
Yeah, it's an Atelier game. What a cover.
We hope you're looking forward to the newest entry in the Atelier series, featuring a brand new protagonist. All right, let's see some more headlines. Adventures and allies await in these Nintendo Switch games.
Yeah, that trailer was running at 15
HD
FPS.
remasters of the first 2 Suikoden games are coming to Nintendo Switch in one bundle. Meet and befriend up to 108 allies in these turn-based RPGs. During your travels, you can strengthen your home base and expand your spheres of influence while fighting for your cause.
This looks like a
collection has
comfy
new
game,
support
actually.
Features, like the ability to
Very
speed up
Octopath-like.
combat and automate battles with a single button. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered, Gate Rune, and Dunan Unification Wars launches on Nintendo Switch.
Wasn't this meant for the
March
indie
6th,
games?
2025.
Only the first half.
The HD 2D remake of Dragon Quest III
Dragon
draws
Quest
near.
fans, where you
After
at?
gathering your companions and selecting their vocations, you can now customize their
I might
appearance,
actually give this a try,
voice,
maybe.
and more.
Is this gonna be Switch exclusive, or
you can use
does anybody know?
abilities to fight enemies and heal allies. There may also be places where you can put monsters to use, but that's for another time. Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake ventures onto Nintendo Switch November 14th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. 3 Castlevania games originally released on the Nintendo DS
Speaking of
system.
Castlevania, guys,
Dawn
it's
of
coming to
Sorrow,
DVD. Can you believe
Fortune
that?
of Ruin, and
Fucking
Order of
DVD of all
Ecclesia
things.
rise again in a single collection. Arcade classic Haunted Castle is also included, featuring the original and a reimagined version. Plus, there's a gallery that includes exclusive art.
Nice.
And
A lot of
music
games
player.
have been doing this lately, or it feels like.
Dominus Collection
Ace Attorney has been
launches
doing
on the
that as well.
Nintendo Switch system later today.
So what do we think, guys? Better than Gamescom?
The award-winning strategy series returns with Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Rule as one of many legendary historical figures.
You know, I'm
including
curious
such
about
as Queen
Castlevania.
Miko.
I'm just not sure which game
Friendship
to
is her
start
strength,
with.
and she can initiate diplomatic endeavors that help you research new technologies, expand your territory, establish your empire across the map, and conquer
Trails
or
remake and
cooperate
Atelier
with
made my
rival
day. Hell yeah, dude.
civilizations. You can even create
Yeah,
your own
dude.
path through history by choosing
Is there a
different
trailer
civs
for
with
Trails
each
remake?
new
There has
age.
to be, right?
In the modern age, you can evolve your empire into
Man, I
Meiji
can't wait to watch
Japan,
that.
known for
We
its
have like 20
scientific
minutes after this is
strength and
done
military force.
till the
Plus,
DVD
you
stream.
and your friends can see your kingdoms collide in online or local play. Can you create an empire that stands the test of time? Turn the page on a revolutionary new chapter when Sid Meier's Civilization 7 launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 11.
5 days
Pre-orders are
before my
available now
birthday.
on Nintendo eShop. Forge bonds transcending time.
Man, I can't believe it.
Celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Tales of series with a remaster
Getting
of
the
the
Trails is
action
gonna become
RPG,
easier.
Tales of Grace's F. When the protagonist Asbel and Prince Richard meet Sophia's children.
We will always
You should definitely start
The
with
three
Symphony of the
soon become
Night.
lifelong friends.
Alright.
Several years have since passed. With their strong friendship and desire to protect their loved ones, the now grown-up trio get entangled in a conflict that will determine the fate of the world. This remaster adds enhancements like destination icons and toggling enemy encounters, as well as downloadable content from the original game. Tales of Grace's F Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch January 17th. 2 adorable adventures, 1 cozy bundle.
I remember Penguin saying back on Lad's release that JRPG turn-based games were dead. Meanwhile, we're eating good. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you delve into the genre, you're gonna find a good number of those games. Can't be a Nintendo Direct without a life sim or a farming sim. True. So a Chibi Sims. Oh no, FNAF!
Think you've got what it takes to manage this perilous pizzeria? Test your
Freddy
skills
Fazbear!
and your nerves in this first-person horror game. As
Oh
the
my
newest
God.
employee of Freddy
Wait, is this like a
Fazbear's
kid-friendly
Pizzeria, you'll have
FNAF?
plenty of job duties, such as helping performers prep for a show in the Pizzaplex salon, getting high scores by playing nostalgic arcade minigames, and hopping on attractions like a log ride. Sounds easy enough, right? But you'll be doing all of this while avoiding animatronic atrocities along the way. Become a Fazbear Entertainment superstar in 5 Nights at
Oh, the
Freddy's
VR
Help Wanted 2,
game, okay.
launching on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
This is gonna be DVD next year.
If you're looking for more adventures in the Mega Pizzaplex, help Cassie find her friend and escape the ruins in this free story DLC for 5 Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, launching on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Let's check out some Nintendo Switch games launching in time for the holidays.
Yo, Koala, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. The thing about FNAF games, when did the first FNAF game come out? Aren't most of those kids adults now? (2014). For some reason, it feels like it's older. The FNAF Battle Royale. That's what it looked like. Lego Horizon. I think we have a minute left.
Why do you stand in my way?
Me? I should ask the same of you!
Welcome to the eastern nation of Azuma. After a calamity struck, the energy sources known as runes ceased to exist, and the land fell into decline. In this fresh take on the Rune Factory series, step into a bigger adventure than ever before.
You know, sometimes I really want to play on the Switch more often, but then I remember a lot of games run horribly on it.
Use the sacred drum to help crops grow faster.
I mean, isn't that true for a lot of the exclusive games?
These treasures and your
like the recent Zelda games, the Pokemon games.
Restore this once fruitful region to cultivate fields, construct houses, and more to revive nature and establish prospering villages. Venture through
Sell it
the
and play
enchanting
Yuzu
lands
on your
of Azuma,
PC.
But beware,
Or my
monsters
Steam
may
Deck.
lie in wait. Harness your Earth Dancer abilities to confront them and restore certain monsters to their human forms. As you settle into village life, get to know the community around you and deepen your relationships to find friendship or even romance. Who knows? A wedding could even be on the horizon. Experience a beloved series reimagined. In Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, launching on Nintendo Switch next spring. Next will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Maybe this is the exclusive. What?
Immerse yourself in the story that started the epic saga in Yakuza Kiwami. Meet Kazuma Kiryu, a Yakuza accused of murdering his clan's
Kiwami on the
patriarch,
Switch?
and Haruka, a young girl on the run. Two individuals whose fates intertwine. Set in Kamurocho.
Is it actually coming to the
entertainment
Switch?
district, Kiryu must navigate
the hell?
twists and turns of Tokyo's underworld while confronting rival
Oh my god. Crispy
Swap between
Switch
four fighting
performance.
styles in real-time combat.
No way.
Bare knuckle.
No
Or
way.
arm yourself with makeshift weapons and go up against anything in your way. There are also plenty of distractions to be found in Kamurocho. So take a break from brawling every once in a while.
Well, I guess all the Switch Yakuza fans can rest assured now. At least they have one Yakuza game on the Switch.
Discover how the epic series began when Yakuza Kiwami launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
October. Bro.
That's all for
Are we
today's
playing that?
Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
What do you guys think? Are we playing that? Yo, thank you, Tendo Curian, for the donation. Thank you. Yes, it is real. Yes, I'm as surprised as all of you. Thankfully, I already have a Switch. I just need to, like, you know, set it up and actually make use of it. So the hard part is over, but what the fuck, dude? Where did that come from? Hold on. Bro? Okay, hold on. I gotta post something on social media. Yakuza Kiwami on the Switch. What the fuck, bro? Oh my god. Well, that was that happened. I want to say something. I have no idea what to say. Maybe we should watch it again. I mean, there's nothing really that's new, but the performance is kind of funny to watch, though. Yeah, thank you, Tabel, for the 9 months, and thank you, Koala, for another donation. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Arabic leader for CIV. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yakuza on the Switch. Who's getting it, guys? Just me? Come on, it can't be just me, can it?
Immerse yourself in the story that started the epic saga in Yakuza Kiwami.
Epic saga.
Meet Kazuma Kiryu, a Yakuza accused of murdering his clan's patriarch.
This trail's gonna be an exclusive? I hope not.
On the run. Two individuals whose fates
We will watch you play it again, Leon.
Set in Kamurocho, Japan's
The
largest
trail's full
entertainment
trailer is
district,
out. Yo,
Kiryu
nice.
must navigate the twists and turns of Tokyo's underworld while confronting rival gangs.
Bro, look at that Switch performance.
Swap between 4 fighting styles in real-time combat. Fight bare knuckle, or arm yourself with makeshift weapons.
Can already tell it's 30 FPS. I think that's a bit generous.
There are also plenty of distractions to be found in Kamurocho. So take a break from brawling every once in a while. Discover
I love
how the epic series began
how we never,
Yakuza
ever,
Kiwami
ever
launches on Nintendo Switch
expect any Yakuza
October
news on like a
24th.
Nintendo Direct. And then when we saw this...
That's all for
What?
today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase.
Where the hell did that come from? I'm still in shock, by the way. I mean, it's technically nothing new, but also it's kind of surprising at the same time. I don't know, it's weird.
Launches on Nintendo Switch October 24th.
Let me take that screenshot.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Thank you for watching.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, by the way. I know I'm pretty quiet right now, but I'm just trying to take all of that in. Okay, where's the trails trail? I'm trying to look for that. Bloody beautiful. Maybe I should type the Japanese name. Oh yeah, don't worry. I saw the trailer, Mikey. Send the link on Discord actually, because I think YouTube. Oh, there we go. Krez sent the thing. Or wait, is that just like the? Yeah, this is the short preview. If you have the full trailer, send it on in the general channel on Discord. Do it. Oh, there we go. There, guys. Holy shit. Oh, it's not much longer, but I'll take it. Okay.
日本ファルコムが送る奇跡シリーズ1作目英雄伝説空の奇跡ファーストチャプターがフルリメイク舞台は自然豊かなリベール王国主人公のエステルと相棒のヨシュアは地域の平和を守るブレイサーとして各都市でさまざまな依頼や事件魔獣討伐に挑む
Man, the game looks so good.
敵に接近するとシームレスにバトルが開始
Looks like they're using Daybreak's combat system as well. I think.
ブレイサーとして邁進する2人に待ち受けるものとは英雄伝説空の奇跡 The First は2025年発売
That remix in the background, goddamn. What is this? It's a remake of a game that I really like. Yo, Melon, yes, we finally got it. Man, it looks so good. Joshua looks amazing as well. Like, Joshua in the first game has a very plain design, but I think they kind of somehow made it look a bit cool.
日本ファルコムが送る奇跡シリーズ1作目英雄伝説空の奇跡ファーストチャプターがフルリメイク
They don't have a release date, do they?
舞台は自然豊かなリベール王国主人公のエステルと相棒のヨシュアは地域の平和
One of the tetracyclic towers. God, that's so good. Just 2025, okay. Man, when are we gonna get it in English then? Because like, Daybreak 2 is coming early next year, and then we also have to wait for Kai. This could be international worldwide release. If it's like an international release, this is the perfect game to do that with, because you know it's like it's gonna be the best starting point, basically. TreizerL Sky remake is gonna have worldwide. Okay, are we just speculating or are we like?
を守るブレイサーとして各都市でさまざまな依頼や事件魔獣討伐に挑む
Man
敵に接近するとシームレスにバトルが開始弱点となる属性を見極めてアーツと呼ばれる魔法を駆使して戦う
Can I play DBD with you? I'm not gonna play the thing. I'm gonna watch the stream they're gonna do. Maybe we'll play a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Man, I can't believe how good this direct was. It's actually insane. And by good, I mean we had stuff that I wanted to see, and I think some of you were pretty hyped as well about some certain stuff. Yo, Narakumi, how you doing? Yakuza Kiwami for the Switch, huh? Wait, let me check Twitter again. Bro, what the fuck? I think something happened to our universe, like we collided with another universe, and then the events of that universe, which were never supposed to happen in this universe, actually happened. And by that, I'm referring to Yakuza Kiwami on the Switch. And only that. What the hell? Okay, I gotta read this. Oh. Gokidoni says, finally, a game with worse performance than our beloved Dead Souls. Fucking true as hell. Finally, you guys can't shit on Dead Souls as much anymore. Now that is a surprise. Yes, it is. Stop. It's not up to me to stop. They Kiwami the logo. This is crazy. Only Kiwami. Maybe they're holding the rest for the next Switch. Can you imagine a Dragon Engine game on the Switch? Damn, they really brought Kiwami before Zero. You know, between this and them, like, kind of leaving Zero out of, like, the bundles and shit, it's almost like they're kicking Zero out of the equation. But, like, I don't know. I'm happy with the announcement, but kind of sad that it's not Zero. Stream it, Leon. What the... Tom Holland says, what the actual fuck, bro? Did not expect this. Me neither, bro. Me neither. Wait, hold on. Yes, please. I'm buying it as well, day one. It's an upgraded version of a PS3 game. It'll definitely run. Cyrix the Legend says, I may, just for fun. They adding an option to remove Majima everywhere. Yes, please do that. No hate, by the way, Majima lovers. Don't be like, fucking fuck this Devil Leon 7 guy. But it gets old eventually. If you play the game for like 20 hours, you're not going to feel it. If you play the game for like 200 hours, then you're going to be like, oh, I see. We raw dog it. Legend remix less, baby. I don't know what that means, but... Skippity yat on that Riz. I never thought we would see the day. Me neither. I'm excited to see 1 frame per second. The Switch port will add chapter select. Trust. They will never add chapter select. Whew. Why just Kiwami? I have no idea either. Fuck this shit. Peak in the Sky remake is the important one. Actually based. Fuck it. Give us the entire series on Switch again. Yeah, I mean... there's what people think. Have you played any of the Castlevanias? I haven't. Also, hold on. Let me open up the... the Dead by Daylight official channel. They're starting in about 5 minutes. Got a lot of that music. Chat, who's a fan of Castlevania? Considering tomorrow RGG is going live, we might hear more news about it. Yeah. This is kind of like the Asian reveal where they revealed the thing first at the... Which event was it again? It was a PlayStation event. And then the day after, with the summit, they revealed the same thing and then talked about other new stuff. I've been waiting for the Castlevania collection for years. Nice, glad to get it now. I cannot believe they put Kiwami on the Switch. What a day. Yeah, I'm sure Chad is excited to play it for the 5th time, but this time on the Switch, right? Right, guys? I think it was called the PlayStation Showcase or something like that. Where they revealed Ishin, I mean. I'm going to enjoy reading the comments of people. I don't even have a Switch, but I'm excited. Hell yeah. It just means, like, you know, more people get to play it. For what it's worth, so that's good. Symphony of the Night remake. I mean, Konami has been going on with remakes as of late, so maybe. State of Play, yeah, thank you. I forgot the name. The Dominus Collection. After dropping $80 on Order of Ecclesia on the DS. Wait, like the physical release? We wait for the Switch too. Every time I touch the USB cable here, it disconnects and I have to reconnect it. Now we're good. The new collection will definitely come to other systems, like the Advanced collection did. Yeah. I'm really hoping, because Konami has been doing, well, you know, like the Metal Gear collection, for example, that they're also do a Silent Hill one. But I mean, Silent Hill might be in a trickier position, right? Because I think they lost some of the original files, so they might have to rely on the HD collection, which, you know, kind of makes a few things worse. Trez in the Sky remake implies a remade OST. Yes, it does. Yo, Strax, I'm good. How about you? Yakuza DBD, Curious Survivor with Ichiban's skin and Majima. I saw people saying Trickster getting a Majima skin would be cool, but I don't know. Yakuza 7 and 8 are more of a Switch game than Kiwami, but the games probably can't run on Switch. I think the day we get a Dragon Engine game on the Switch is gonna be golden, because the memes. The memes. I hope it gets Silent Hill 1, don't really care much about 4. The good thing about 4 is that it's already on GOG, but no other game is. Homecoming is on Steam, but it's such a shit port. Well, let's put a 1 in the chat if you play Dead by Daylight. One, 0, 1, 2. 1, 1.
I will feast on blood this night.
Oh, they're showing off the different skins as well.
Insufferable little wretch. Your existence is but a fleeting flame.
Right on time.
The true Lord of Darkness is upon you.
I've come to put an end to this. I'll do what is deemed necessary.
Guess who's back? Guess who's bats? You see those?
Guess who's bats? Yeah.
Hey,
and the one thing that I'm sad about is that
Castlevania live stream. A big hello to everybody.
This
tuning in
Castlevania
on Twitch
chapter is
and
not
on
getting
YouTube,
its
and
own map.
Special hello to our friends in Japan who are joining us with some great translation today. So I hope you appreciate it. Today's live stream. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, Crispin
so
Freeman
is
as Dracula. That's pretty cool.
Live stream yet, as we'll be discussing the brand new chapter, Castlevania. That's right, Dracula and Trevor Belmont are coming to the Fog. We'll be welcoming these two legendary characters by taking a closer look at how they arrived in the Fog and getting more insight into how the first shape-shifting killer was designed.
Yep, and we're also going to be discussing the return of our very first modifier, Lights Out, which has been revised and updated. And
kind of a shit modifier, by the way.
Largely based on your feedback in the community, so thank you for that. And before we go any further with the show, well, we do have a ton of content to get through. We just wanted to say, since the last show, we made a big announcement, and
yes,
we wanted
Crimson.
to say to you, we've seen all your comments, your excitement about the Five Nights at Freddy's announcement, but I also wanted to say we can't say anything about it. Apart from it's coming in summer 2025, you'll have to stay tuned in the new year for more information. So hang
Did they
tight,
confuse Simon Belmont
FNAF
with Trevor?
folks.
They might have.
Let's
I'm
get
not
into
sure.
the run of show for the show today. We got a ton planned.
Yes, so after a quick look at, after a quick look at some of the exciting things on the horizon, we'll have a chat with Dave Rashad, who will break down the team's process for bringing Castlevania into Dead by Daylight. Afterwards, we've got the return of Jay Guzzo, killer designer extraordinaire, with a crash course on how to be the best Dark Lord you can be,
which I really need in my personal life. So next after that, we're going to have product director Rose Lee, one of our favorites, who's going to share some amazing upcoming collections, including some awesome Castlevania outfits.
And after that, we'll be going over the updated Lights Out 2.0, giving you the details on everything that's changed since its first iteration. Of course,
so they're changing it up a little at
unless
least.
we close it out by answering your questions, so please make sure you put them in the
For
chat.
those who have like no
and
context
stay
at
tuned
all,
for our live
they
Q&A
introduced like
segment at the end of the show.
a side mode called Lights Out, where you play the same maps, but like it's just darker. That's literally it almost. And you have only 4 maps. It's not all maps. No, it's just 4 maps. And it's like, it's barely a mode, to be honest. I think it's harder to detect the killers, and that's about it. Like,
there are rewards that you unlock by watching anyone in the Dead by Daylight directory, not just this stream, but please watch this stream, with all your watch time going towards your total progression for those rewards that you see there. Today's drops are all
Chaos
about
Shuffle is better.
We've got the coffin
For those who want context as well, Chaos Shuffle is also like a side mode where your perks are randomized. So there's always like a chaotic element to it. You never know what you're gonna
Tons
get.
of content for you today on the show, as I mentioned. So before we dive into,
I remember you saying you had an ungodly amount of hours on DVD.
on the
I have over
other,
5,000.
projects and games coming in the world.
I played
of
this
Dead
game
by
a lot.
Daylight in our What Lies Ahead segment. So let's get to it.
I might have more playtime in Dead by Daylight than all of my Yakuza playtime. Maybe. I think my total Yakuza playtime might reach 2,000 hours. Maybe. It's fun in games until someone gets no wither. No, it becomes more fun when that happens. There's been a massive Castlevania push lately between ports, TV, crossovers.
All right, still here. Did you miss me?
Maybe
First
it's a
let's
sign.
talk
You never
about the
know.
highly anticipated and very soon to be released, the casting of Frank Stone. If you missed it, we recently debuted a new trailer at the Xbox and Gamescom live stream, and that shows off some of the exciting features that are being introduced in the game, which some are Supermassive's first ever experiences. So let's go ahead and take a look.
This place is like super duper creep town, right?
Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind.
Sorry! I can't! Hold on! I'm coming!
This is right where my dad came face
I had a few DVD streams, but I didn't make like content.
Starting to see what we're up against.
Pretty much all of it was in my own time. Like the
I don't want
playtime.
to risk missing our chance.
Sure. Curiosity.
Oh no, Twitch viewers being able to vote on decisions. That's gonna go well.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this.
Yeah, this is an until like until dawn like
Where would you
game.
choose to live with more?
Set in the Dead by Daylight universe. That's all there is to it. Silent Hill Ascension.
I'm sleepwalking through a nightmare. I just can't
that
seem
fucking
to-
game. I don't know, to be honest. I'm assuming like there's a single player mode, but then you can also, like if you stream the game, you can make it interactive. I don't know.
Is insane.
I can't live like this anymore. I can't lived in this nightmare.
Come on, come on, come on.
It's a prison. Something far older.
What is that?
That is Frank Stone.
Frank Stone, the casting of Frank Stone. It looks incredible. All of us at the studio are so excited about this release. Our friends at Supermassive are so excited about it. As you mentioned, it's got some features that haven't been in their games before. So the cutting room floor in particular, I'm excited about because I regularly make bad choices in my life. Look at me. And so that will serve me to go back in time and maybe not get my favorite character killed. So the casting of Frank Stone drops on September 3rd, literally next week. But in the meantime, we're very happy to say
that
you
is
can actually play, if you're
really
interested, you
soon.
can play the prologue of the game as a demo right now on Steam. We just saw before the stream, it's the #1 demo on Steam at the moment. So thank you, everyone who's checking it out. We're so excited to get this game to you. So yes, we're going to check that out. You can check that demo out today, but then next week on launch day, you can check out another live stream. That time it won't be with us, it'll be a couple friends of ours, and they're going to be playing the game, showing off new Twitch integration that lets viewers choose for you what's going to happen. So will they troll?
Absolutely.
Will they be supportive? We'll see. Another super cool feature. So, of course, if you haven't already, you can use the QR code or any links in the chat. You can go pre-order the game. There's a bunch of really cool pre-order bonus stuff, especially the Plunderer's Instinct.
Yes, and switching gears, even though I hate to, because I want to talk more Frank Stone, but quick update on Project T. We recently completed our first closed play test, and I'm happy to report
I completely forgot about this.
A few hundred players selected to join us for a hands-on experience. Now, if you are new to Project T, this is a brand new work-in-progress 4-player co-op shooter set in the world of Dead by Daylight. Our Steam page is up and running, so you can go and wish list it after our broadcast. Don't go anywhere. But this is a game we're building alongside the community, and anyone who wants to take part of this process can sign up to be in the Project T Insider program. There's a lot of amazing first look content and opportunities to participate in future playtests. Which, speaking of, we've got another one right around the corner. It's kicking off in just a few weeks, so register today after the broadcast. And finally, a friendly reminder that anyone can join the Project T Discord, where we're sharing new content, characters, animations, and a few new things every other day. So we're posting the link.
You know, they haven't
Discord
really been
for the
doing
Discord
much
in the chat
like
right
marketing
now,
or
so we hope
advertisement
to
for
see
their
you there.
games.
Yeah,
this
our
one
colleagues and
and
friends are doing a great
the
job
Frank
of
Stone
keeping that
game.
Discord exciting and fun.
So
lots of
I don't know if that's a
content
good
rolling in.
sign.
So we really want you to be a part of the development of Project T. So, like you said,
Also,
we've done our first play test. We're going to be doing
this is
more.
no offense
We're
to
still
like
quite early
the
in development,
supermassive
so
genre,
it's a
I
really
guess,
fun
if
opportunity
that's
for people who are
even what it's
interested
called. But
to help shape that game.
I feel like they're
Get in
all
on the ground
samey.
floor. Yeah, it's for us
They have
as
a bunch of
community people,
teens,
it's like a dream.
a monster.
So jump in if you
They
want.
might do some horny shit, and then they all die,
so
or they all
we are
survive.
seeing a lot of questions in the chat. Okay, when the chapter is going to be releasing, it's going to be at 12 o'clock Eastern time today. So
Yeah, maybe,
right now
Phoenix.
It's like 11 something.
Maybe.
I don't know where you are in the world as you're watching, but just for reference, at 12 o'clock Eastern time is when it's going to be available. And as always, we're going to have our live Q&A at the end of the stream to make sure we can answer more questions, probably more challenging ones than that. All right, and that is it for us yapping for a little while. Now we're going to dive into bringing Castlevania into Dead by Daylight with our good friend Dave. Let's get it.
Even though I never played a Castlevania game, this chapter looks pretty cool. I think I will get the chapter. I mean, I have most of them in the game anyway, but I did skip, I think, one only. I didn't buy Alan Wake for some reason. Oh man, I loved it. Me too. You see that Konami name down there, fellas? Castlevania's coming back, trust. And the remasters or ports that they just did on the Direct is a sign. I guess this is gonna be the intro. This Castlevania is scary enough. Well, it's a very old franchise. I don't know. I never played a single game, so not the best person to ask.
Bats. It's awesome just how much is going on with this chapter, including the bats. We've got our first vampire in Dead by Daylight, our first shape-shifting killer, and on top
What's
of that,
your opinion on the direct?
Dracula from Castlevania. Spoilers, it's all the same killer.
I think it was pretty good.
Luckily, we've got our friend Dave.
They announced Trails in the Sky remake,
tell us how it's all gonna fit together. Dave, how are you?
Yakuza Kiwami just dropped because why not?
Warm.
I guess.
I'm stuck to this chair, but I'm very good.
Melting in it.
Yeah, it is swampy in here. Before we
Dead by Daylight has Nicolas Cage for some reason as himself.
Dave, are a very big
just
Castlevania
Nicolas
fan,
Cage.
Apart from our
no
work
character
on it.
name.
So, as a fan, was it really fun to work on this?
No scare factor, but impeccable gothic atmosphere.
I see. To be able to work on such a legendary license. I mean, a lot of us
to be fair,
at Behavior are
there
fans,
are
of course
a couple things like
I grew up
Nicolas Cage,
games.
we just mentioned.
Make,
they just brought it in because why the hell not?
Of games. So it was also one of my first spooky horror experience. Like I remember the little zombie popping off in the 8-bit version.
It was
quite scary for me at the time.
Yeah, it's Dave.
I played Castlevania 3. I got my first experience playing multiple characters with a narrative that was quite important for the 8-bit game era, and I was hooked right away. So our main inspiration for the chapter are Castlevania 3 for these reasons.
Let's see what
also,
people are saying on Twitter.
For a bit of the story, of the setup, the setting that we've made for this chapter. And of course, Symphony of the Night, one of the best game of all time. I upped my list.
People are so confused.
It inspired a lot of the visuals and the vibe we're going for.
Absolutely.
I love
If
this.
you are not familiar with Castlevania, that's where I personally recommend jump into Symphony of the Night.
We're all in collective
holds up as if it
confusion
came
by the
out
Yakuza
last
Kiwami
year.
announcement.
What are you waiting for? I play it once a year. It's a tradition.
All right. So this chapter feels a little bit like a 2-for-1 in that we're getting Castlevania coming into DBD, but we're also getting Dracula himself, which is, fans have wanted Dracula. So what is it about Dracula as a character that makes him perfect for the game in terms of a killer?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you said it. We think Castlevania, we think Dracula. He's the main villain. He's the boss in many of those games. Even in the games he's not the boss, he's really, really important to the plot. Before we go into the details of the teams, I just want to say that this one has been quite challenging to create, and I'm glad that we've done it like later in the story of Dead by Daylight, because we managed to actually build the dream, like what we really envisioned. Everything was kind of mature enough so that we could build it that way. Thematically, Dracula is a very complex villain, which we love to work with. His whole backstory that drives him towards hating humankind is something very compelling. Something that we can all relate to.
Yeah, from what I know, one of Nicolas Cage's kids loves DVD. So he just took the job.
Which worked really well with our universe. A creature lurking in the night, the battle between darkness and light, the feeling of something being both sacred and oppressive at the same time. It all fits perfectly in Dead by Daylight. Also, what was really interesting for us, and we really wanted to jump on the occasion, is that except for Castlevania Judgment, it's the first time in this timeline of Dracula that you are able to control him. You're able to go in his shoes and experience it. So I have to say that this has been a blast to create. The team did marvelous job to add details.
I thought this is Black Ops 6.
Like we always do. And we work closely with Konami, which was amazing too. To make the best chapter as possible.
Yeah, super cool working with Konami. How did you and the team approach the lore of Dracula and bringing him into the fog, into our game?
Yeah, so Dracula's storyline is super interesting.
Wait, they have a Castlevania fighting game?
And of course, it's deep in
that sounds wild.
Detail. But what we'll focus on today is the fact that Dracula's been killed many times by heroes and then resurrected many times again to reappear. And that's Absolutely. And that's because his power is tied to the hatred in the arts of men, and also to the castle, Castlevania, which is the embodiment of his dark powers. So as long as there's hatred in the art of men and the castle, he can be revived and come back time and time again. So in 1999, in the storyline, a famous Belmont with other heroes managed to seal the castle in an eclipse. And this broke the bond between Dracula and the castle. And so when they killed him again, he disappeared for good.
Nice.
Dead for good. But we don't want that, right? We love him. So in our version of the story, the entity actually fetched the castle out of the eclipse and brought it in the realms of the
This guy sounds like he knows his Castlevania lore.
When you face Dracula,
can anybody attest?
Castlevania is actually
it's a beautiful mess of character designs from Death Note. Oh, from the Death Note illustrator.
So it means that in the entity's realm, the bond between the castle and Dracula still exists, and so Dracula can be revived again in all of his glory.
Yeah.
For those who played Castlevania, would you say the story is like anything to write home about? Or is it
were
like
there any
simple
must-haves that
and
you particularly wanted to create that feeling, excuse me, of being Dracula?
Absolutely. So that was actually a challenge too, because of all of his appearance in the mini games. There's a lot of different powers we could have built, and something that was most interesting to us and made him stand out in the roster.
To write
of all
Castle
the killers,
about nice one
is transformation powers.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I first played Symphony of the Night that I mentioned,
pretty good.
It's
relatively straightforward.
Once or twice,
yeah. Okay, good. So playing as Alucard and being able to transform in this game, sorry, spoilers,
you can have your own Pokemon in Curse of Darkness.
Mist form was something that was absolutely
I have a
amazing,
feeling bro's spoiling the whole series.
Of an experience. So we wanted to.
I mean, yeah, I'm not really capturing everything that's being said here, to be honest.
And have this. Well, it was an incredible opportunity to create something new.
Also, spoilers. Alucard spelled backwards is. Sorry, folks. Dracula. What?
No way.
Yep. So, how will Dracula be able to transform in Dead by Daylight, Dave?
Yeah, so later in the stream, there's going to be a designer, Jay Guzzo, that will be.
There's definitely depth to be found, but it's not very dialogue-driven.
I see. Right now, the gist of it is that you can transform into 3
How many games are there?
Of course, you can be vampire,
I guess including spin-offs or that weird fighting game you mentioned.
And wolf form as well. And what we wanted to create, like kind of the main pillar of the gameplay, was to feel as seamless as possible, so that players would really want to switch between all the forms whenever they can, and strategize with each one, because of course each form has some specific gameplay and strategy in mind. The goal was to create something fast and fluid that feels like a combo when swapping back and forth.
Oh, that's super cool.
Depends on what you classify as a real Castlevania game. In short, many, very many.
Also,
above 30? What?
Cards in there. He's using fire, as you will see a little bit later.
Sheesh.
So,
okay, how many of those are mainline?
Magic.
Or, well, mainline for what it's worth.
Just like when we introduced magic in Dungeons and Dragons chapter, we wanted to make sure that Dracula's magic is represented in a visceral, horrific way, Dead by Daylight way.
Yeah.
So we focused on elements of curses, revenge, fire that are in line with the character and with our universe.
This is definitely the year magic came to Dead by Daylight. So let's flip over to Survivor side and talk about Trevor Belmont. He's our survivor with this chapter. I'm wondering, maybe some folks are wondering, how did we land on Trevor? There's so many
guys, I gotta say, Trevor looks like an absolute giga chat. Is that true?
Earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it has to be, right?
They
picked him as the survivor.
We've seen that,
and he looks pretty metal.
We couldn't resist, and we didn't stop with Trevor. Trevor is the
D&D mentioned,
main survivor. He is the character, but we also managed to
get
other
into Trails.
playable to
hey, hell yeah.
cosmetic.
Glad you're enjoying it.
We'll talk about later. But yeah, we chose Trevor because he is the ultimate Belmont. He represents a lot of what the Belmont clan stand for, who they are, what are their
Look
values.
at this guy.
So in his storyline,
look at him and compare him
family,
to like literally any other character in Dead by Daylight. That design goes hard.
Were potentially even cursed.
Which game is that from, by the way?
Despite this, when they
Is that like
begged
from a
him to come
mainline
back
game? Is it
and
a semi-original design, or
he
what's up?
sacrificed everything.
Because I have
to
no
fight
idea.
against Dracula
I just
and
think it
save
looks
humanity.
really cool.
So these are the values that makes him both a hero and a Belmont. And we tried to craft his personality, perk, and appearance around this. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, was also a milestone for us, like in the story for that.
Technically,
because,
from
it introduced
CV, Curse
Trevor,
of Darkness. I see.
and we see him having to build a team to be able to face Dracula and be victorious.
Trevor in the Netflix show is
this
absolute
vulnerability,
peak.
Really
So the Netflix
is,
show is actually good?
A
Do you guys
to
recommend it?
our survivors in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, he really feels like the perfect pick now that you kind of lay it out like that.
Hey,
for sure.
happy to
So
be
how
of service,
did Trevor
Nate.
find his way into the fog?
Oh, that's quite interesting. So in this storyline, Trevor will appear in, many times in Castlevania, and he faces.
Okay, I might
and
watch it at some point
vanquishes
then.
Dracula twice actually, and eventually he retires. And we
Wait,
imagine
first
that
season? There's more?
He continues the bloodline because, of course, we need more Belmont for these other games and to save humanity once again. So in our timeline, we take him out of his retirement.
Netflix
and,
series is awful post season 2.
We put
I
the
see.
bloodline in jeopardy. So Trevor really has this really good reason to survive, fight, and potentially escape the world of the entity.
The entity is such a jerk, like ruining his
Absolutely.
retirement? Come on.
Huge jerk, yes.
Come on. Dave, thank you so much. This was super fun.
I had a lot of fun, thank you.
Before we sit down with Jay, as you mentioned, to talk about the gameplay side of Dracula, Dork is going to join us back
new
on the
season
couch.
that just
I'm
came
gonna
out is a
dunk
downgrade.
myself in
I
a
see.
bucket of ice water to cool down. Dave, thank you again.
It was an absolute pleasure. I can't wait for the players to see what.
Have you
our
ever played
amazing team
DVD,
built.
Leon?
Awesome.
Yeah, I have
Take it away,
5,000
Dork.
hours. Who do I main? Killer or Survivor? Killer has changed over time. I think my very first main was Michael Myers. And then I think I started playing Trickster. And then I tried to play Nemesis and Wesker when those came out as well. Survivor, I switch a lot. But I do have one Survivor at Prestige 100, and that is Cheryl from Silent Hill. Yeah, sure. If you have something to talk about, Mikey, just tag me. I'll respond when I can. Dork will be joining. Wait, did they say that? I zoned out a little bit.
All right, and I'm back.
Oh, she
Thanks
is.
so much, Dave. I love the approach that we're taking with these characters in the games and how we're pulling inspiration from them. Everyone should
Oh
play
yeah,
Symphony
Deathslinger and
of the Night every
Artist. I also played those
Agreed,
a bit.
Agreed. And I have not dunked myself in the bucket of ice water. I forgot I had to remind
haven't played
people
Trickster in a
that,
while,
we have
though.
a live Q&A later in the show that Dork and I will be doing. So do get your questions into the chat, and we're going to try to answer as many of them as we can get to during the show. So that said, now we are going to check in with Jago, the gameplay designer for
My top
Dracula.
question for them is, why did Yakuza Kiwami
Let's
get
check it out.
announced for the Switch? Oh, they're gonna show some gameplay. Nice. This is coming today, by the way. Like, it should already be live, I think. Right after the stream, I need to go back and clip or upload my reaction to the trailer from the VOD.
Just how Dracula and Trevor Belmont came into the fog. It's time to talk gameplay. Joining me is
There was
Jay,
an echo
one of
for
our
a
killer
bit.
designers here at Dead by Daylight, to talk about the team's approach in making Dracula our first shape-shifting killer. So welcome back to the couch.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
So before we get into it, I've got to ask, were you a fan of Castlevania before working on this chapter?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, who isn't a fan of Castlevania? I remember the originals being these super tough games from when I was young, and of course, Symphony of the Night holds a real
I think a lot of
special
chat
place
is
in my
not
heart.
a fan of
friend and I played
Castlevania.
through that game together over kind of a long
I haven't
period of
played the
time,
games
so
yet.
It's just one of those games I have such fond memories of.
All right.
Would you be
And
watching the
idea
RGG
of
announcement live stream in
focusing
like 20
on Dracula's
hours?
Shape-shifting ability for our killer
Yes.
power one is very cool.
Yes, we're gonna
and
do
as
that.
we've said a couple of times, is a big first for
Actually,
Dead by
because of
Daylight.
that, the
So
stream
kind
time
of
tomorrow
drawing
might
from
be a little
those
weird
fond
for
memories,
me.
did
I
you
mean,
find any principles that you wanted to stick to when kind of adding
because
this
if I
to our
start
world
doing
and seeing how it
something
would
and
work?
then switch to that in the middle of it,
when I approached
I feel like
designing
it's going to
Killer, I
disrupt
tried
the
to think
pace.
of,
I don't know.
Things in terms of the experience pillars. What will the experience be like for the person playing as Dracula, but also what's the experience for the person playing against him as a survivor? So for survivors, our experience pillar was very obviously we wanted Dracula playing against Dracula to feel like a boss fight. You're facing off against the big bad, and he has all these different forms and powers and tools at his disposal to really wreak havoc and catch you by surprise.
Okay.
For the killer, on the other hand, it was all about making you feel powerful, but not like in the strength level way, but this is the Dark Lord, the big bad, as I said, the kind of villain who...
Don't worry, guys. You'll see the reaction videos.
He's regal, he's vicious, and really the
I don't know if I'm
only reason
gonna
he accepts being in the fog is kind of a fun way to hunt humans.
upload the reaction of trails
I love that
separately
he
though,
does this out
because
of pure entertainment.
it
So
didn't
can you give
like
us a
it wasn't
couple of
very long.
examples, some details of how you guys incorporated this into the game to help players feel this way?
Yeah, so for his vault animations, for example, we didn't want him to use his legs. That's
The thing is, Trevor's supposed to be the one who can defeat Dracula, not the one to be slaughtered. I see. Well, this is Dead by Daylight for you. I saw somebody earlier saying, like, how do these characters not fight back? Welcome to Dead by Daylight. Anything that you might be wondering about, the answer to, literally, is the entity. The entity is like an eldritch god in this universe that owns this realm and brings all these characters together.
First, to showcase
it's like the fucking definition of a plot device.
Note that it's using the mouse and keyboard inputs.
Like anything that can't be explained, oh, it's the entity doing this.
Grab it here.
And it's actually kind of annoying.
I don't know if we can see it. I don't want to get in the way here. So as for the forms themselves, the vampire, I'll see if I can make sure I point to the right place. The vampire form is obviously his default. His main power is a variation on one of his classic attacks, the Hellfire. It's these pillars of flame that
There are no shareholders for Eldritch Gods.
Kind of make him this
now you do.
close to mid-range killer. And it lets the killer block off areas and kind of zone a little bit, but we're making sure it's not kind of just only a zoning tool.
Yeah, we need a Dead Souls chapter in this game.
Next is his wolf form. Little doggy over here,
bark, bark.
And he's built around tracking.
That looks like an alligator
when it comes
almost.
to the wolf's gameplay, we really wanted you to feel like you were on the hunt.
Or a
for
dog with
stalking
an alligator head.
So we built the mechanics around that. As the wolf, you can see enhanced views of blood pools and scratch marks. Running survivors will also drop what we call scent orbs that give you a general direction or a general idea of the direction they were moving, and they also give you a little boost in speed for a short period of time, and they'll take off big old chunks of the cooldown of the wolf's main
Dark
attack.
Souls and Dead by Daylight. Who would they bring from Dark Souls? Who do you guys think is a good candidate?
And you lunge forward, and if you don't hit anything, you get a small window to
like, is there
readjust your
like a
aim, try it again.
definitive, I guess,
it's a big hitter
villain that stands out
from the shadows and kind of get some good scares and hits.
Yeah, it'll definitely get
Because I feel
me.
like on the survivor
but I
side,
think that leaves the very last classic
the main
one.
character is one that you create, right? So who would they
Yeah,
bring?
so playing as the bat is really all about traversal. Sorry, all the way down there. I can't quite reach.
Hello, Dev
so it's
Leon.
all
I've been
about
watching for
traversal.
years,
It
and I
doesn't
just
have
found
an
out you're from
attack in this
Bahrain.
form. You get a
Yep,
big speed
at your
increase.
service, buddy.
You can ignore vault points, so you go
What,
right
are you
through
also from Bahrain?
pallets and windows, and you have a little teleport that allows you to pick a vault point within a certain distance.
The
You
main
turn it
character
into
being Nicolas Cage.
out there. As the bat, you are undetectable.
Yes, it is
you
true.
won't- But to
Hele
kind of balance
bezin.
that out, you won't be able to see
Shahwa.
survivors, just their scratch marks. So as a counter, you have enhanced hearing, so you can hear footsteps much more loudly. And the bat even has his own unique directional lullaby. So while he doesn't have a terror radius, you can hear the bat wings and the squeaks kind of.
Not from Dark Souls, but from Bloodborne. They could bring Father
can be pretty intimidating.
Gascoigne.
Yeah, I'm ready to be intimidated.
So the idea is to really
Or did you bet to tease Judgment on Switch at 0.5 FPS? Let's go!
To tracking down survivors, getting in close, and getting your hits in.
Bloodborne would probably fit well.
Thank you so much for this amazing.
I mean, Castlevania happened, so I think those games have a chance.
It's gonna hit the merch store. But
Attack on Titan even made it in.
Back to the other stuff.
Mostly for
if
costumes,
you're a
though.
Castlevania
But
fan and you've never played Dead by Daylight before, is this a killer that you could just pick up and have a good time with?
Yeah, absolutely. So finding a balance where new and veteran players can both have a great time with the character is obviously one of the most challenging parts of the job. If you're new to DBD or just to the killer, you can approach it kind of however you want. My recommendation is you focus on one form. Typically, it would be the vampire form. Kind of get used to it, and honestly, you can get.
Yeah, they had
you can find
Attack on
little bit of
Titan.
success just
A lot
that
of
way.
characters got
And then
costumes.
Once you get really used to kind of the timings and the cooldowns and whatever, you can start integrating the other forms into your kind of rotation.
Left 4 Dead
of play.
collab and the killer is the director.
For our veteran players, on the other hand,
Yeah,
the
they
skill
did
ceiling really
bring
comes
Bill,
from mastering
but
all
there was
of
no
those
killer to accompany
tools
him.
and forms and keeping track of all the cooldowns and just playing to their strengths, really. Doing this well should really create this kind of really fun, fluid play style for this killer and hopefully be a great challenge for existing players.
All right. Well, since we always like to end these segments with some pro tips, what are the advice that you would give for players playing as or against Dracula?
Yeah, so as Dracula...
You know,
as I
that's a
mentioned,
horrible
get used
question to ask
rotating
one of the
between your
devs, because
forms. Everything's on a cooldown, or on an individual cooldown, I guess.
sometimes
So
it feels
play
like they
around
don't
on
play their
switch
game.
forms. You probably
And it
have
shows
power
when they
available to you
try to
somewhere.
balance stuff
So you
and
combine all these things
somehow
to
make the
that cover
weird
as effectively
decision possible.
and do what you can to make those dirty humans know their place. For survivors, it's all about using your senses. When Dracula changes forms, we try to give you a lot of feedback in terms of audio and visual cues. So we try to provide that to the player in this way so they can tell what state the killer is in. So really just learn those cues and keep your ears and eyes open.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jay, for walking us through all of that. That was amazing.
I'm kind of curious
and
about
I
the
loved
upcoming
doodle.
collections.
So this is a killer with the power,
Which
We
I
had
think
a
is
ton
next.
of awesome gameplay to cover. Obviously, we didn't have time to go over the perks, but a quick reminder that you can head over to deadbydaylight.com so you can get the download on all of that after our broadcast. Don't go anywhere. And you can learn more about Dracula and Trevor Belmont. So up next, I'll be joined on the couch with Rose to give us a breakdown of all the upcoming collections we've got. So stay tuned.
So these are basically upcoming outfits. Ooh. I hope it's not just the ones that are dropping today. Making something and using something are two different things. That they are.
A big thanks to Jay for, in our last segment, breaking down how to play as Dracula. Now we'll be looking at some of the upcoming collections, and we've got some amazing outfits to show you. So, to do so, I'll be joined on the couch with...
Hello everyone, I'm Rose Lee, product director on the store, and I'm super happy to be here today to talk to you about all of the upcoming collections.
Thank you so much for taking the time, Rose, and I'm super excited to be jumping into this, starting with some of the classic looks and iconic characters from the Castlevania series. So we certainly
Is
have
it
our
true
work
that
cut
you're
out
gonna
for us,
stream like a
and we
dragon
could be
the
more
show?
excited with all of the results.
What, on
I mean,
YouTube?
you guys are
I
about
can't
to
do
see it.
that.
It's amazing. So what can we expect with the Castlevania collection?
Well, to start, we have several new outfits for both Trevor Belmont and Dracula, and it was super hard narrowing down the ones that we wanted to use. There's just so many of them.
Yeah, I noticed exactly because they're such great, very rare outfits, especially for Trevor. Well, we'll talk about in a second. But I'm sure Castlevania fans would like to hear about the legendary we have for him.
Yes, Trevor Belmont's legendary outfit is a fan favorite many will recognize. It's Alucard.
I can't believe it.
The son of Dracula, who's
So
also
that's
the main
Alucard, huh?
protagonist from the classic Symphony of the Night. He's getting a unique model, he's getting glowing eyes, new voice lines, and even, look at that, a badass cape.
It's badass. It is indeed. All right, so can you tell us about the other outfits inspired by the other iconic Belmonts?
Yeah, so Trevor's
Did
other
they get the
outfits
names
are
wrong?
also really interesting. He's getting two very rares, presented in the likeness of Simon Belmont and
Love the
Liam
host's
Belmont.
hand movements.
They aren't legendary outfits,
Do
however.
you guys like when
so they
somebody
aren't
talks with their
technically new
hands like that?
characters. It's Trevor
You know what I
wearing
mean?
their clothes.
Okay, so it's Trevor cosplaying in different outfits.
The Leon S. Kennedy of Castlevania. In what aspect?
So
the popularity?
obviously we can't forget about the Dark Lord himself.
How handsome he is?
What do we have for Dracula?
For Dracula, ultimately we drew from a wide variety of inspirations. He has 2 very rare outfits inspired by his look from Castlevania Chronicles and Dracula X, both of which feature this regal, intimidating, and gothic aesthetic. All of the outfits for Dracula and Trevor Belmont are being released in the store today alongside the chapter.
Yeah, I do hand movements
you can see
as well.
all of them being presented here. But if you thought that was all to it, we're not done yet.
We're not
Get sponsored by RGG to watch the show solved.
Even
if only was that easy.
Are getting in on the Castlevania vibe.
Maybe when they do the partner show.
For Michaela and
no, actually.
So to start with Michaela's
Prime
outfit,
would lose a
hers
lot of
was
money.
Inspired by Sypha, as you can see here.
It's beautiful.
I bet that's a set.
We referred from a pixelated
What I mean by
art
set, by the way,
with,
there are cosmetics in Dead by
the
Daylight
team just built
that are
off from that
linked,
and
so you
got
can't mix and match.
And we also
and
have
I hate
Faith's
that.
outfit inspired by
I really
Maria
hate
Bernard.
that. Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
So these outfits won't be releasing right away, however. They'll be releasing alongside Lights Out 2.0.
All right, and we'll share more about Lights Out 2.0 in our upcoming segment. But wow, these Castlevania looks are stunning. Very demure.
The hand movement thing is what helps
though.
me
So it turns out we have
explain
another
things and just
horror
avoid
legend
nervousness
that's
and
getting
awkwardness.
An awesome, disturbing new outfit, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Friends Till the End
Use them
collection
away,
is getting
King.
a new outfit
Use
for,
them
you guessed
away.
it, Chucky. And fans of the TV series might recognize this one from when he was in a house fire during season 1. But we also designed a new weapon for him.
I'm Greek. I even do hand movements even when I talk on the phone.
Yes, the third outfit from this collection, and it's
I think
very
I
rare.
did that a few
It's
times at
releasing
least
on
as well.
September 3rd.
Okay. So next up is the return
Especially
of the
when I
Fire
have to
Moon
repeat
Festival
myself.
collection, as well as the exciting gameplay.
Okay, listen, I'm
expo.
telling you,
So let's start with the Fire
Yakuza Kiwami came out,
Yeah,
or
so
is
Fire
got
Moon is
announced for the
back with
Switch.
new
I'm
outfits
not
for the
capping, bro.
Spirit,
It did
Astrid,
happen.
and Jake. The essence of the collection remains essentially the same, but we're always happy to be adding new looks for characters that attended the festival.
Yeah,
It will
hand
be
movement's
released
gonna
on
help a lot.
September 17th. So to start, we know that players really like the
Yeah, I
Spirit's
looked
traditional
just like that
garments,
emote.
so we created a new outfit trying to really lean into that lunar inspiration.
Oh, nice.
Look at the gown she has here.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful,
We also
just like
have
chat.
a new outfit for our bard character, Astrid. And for this one, we really spent a lot of time on her instrument because we wanted to make sure it looked really unique.
I'm part Italian, and yeah, I move my hands on the phone. Nice.
And of course,
Okay.
we can't forget our
I feel like a few of these
survivor,
look very
Jake,
samey.
who's also getting
Just
a
me?
new outfit in the Fire Moon collection, and it shows his understated sense of style.
Whoa. Look at this guy.
That is awesome. I love those pants. All right. So these outfits again
What
are
video is
releasing
that
September
emote from?
17th.
I think it's from
So
the
last up, let's talk about the gameplay.
New
Expo.
Game Plus
So Gameplay Expo
video
is another
about
returning
Infinite Wealth.
collection. For killers, we have the Trickster, who's getting some new colors. He's also getting a really cool new bat.
Okay,
there.
that is kind of cool.
We also are getting an arcade machine Singularity.
Oh, wow.
Yo.
That's amazing.
And for survivors, we also have cute new outfits for both Nia and Yui.
Oh, I like that outfit.
You
Eh,
can check them
that
out
one's okay.
on September 24th.
All right. Well, thank you so much for going through all of that with me, Rose. I cannot wait to get my hands on these outfits, and I know our players can't wait.
The wild
either.
thing is that
So,
it's the
if you wanna
people
learn
that
more
bow
about
while
the
talking
details of
on the
all
phone.
these collections that we've talked
Wait,
about,
bowing?
head
Like
over to
full on? Why?
deadbydaylight.com and go to the latest collections page. That'll show you each outfit alongside the collections.
I think
release
the
date.
rest of what they're
So,
going to do is the
next up,
QA.
Eric and I will be on the couch to talk about
If I remember
everything
right.
Lights Out 2.0 after we do a little check-in, little pop-in.
Honestly, I don't know if I want to watch
thank
that
you so
segment
much, Rose,
because
for
they either beat
walking me
around the
through that,
bush
and I can't
or
wait to see everyone's reactions.
I don't know.
Thank you for
They
having
pick
me.
like the most obvious questions. So, you know what, guys? I think we might actually call it here. I need to clip or record my reaction to Kiwami and upload that because that was kind of funny, not gonna lie. And I think people are gonna like seeing that.
Hey, I'm over here now. Before we move...
Guess what? You're not over here now. For me, it's a sort of a habit when I'm talking to my parents on the call. Yeah, it happens. Okay, well, the Direct was fucking awesome. I mean, I only say that because two things, one thing even, was something that I'm really excited for. which is the Trails announcement. Kiwami is like, okay, that happened. It's cool, but you know, it happened. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those games. I probably will try and stream Kiwami on the Switch just for the lols, for the memes, and we'll see how that goes. We're gonna enjoy that crisp 15 FPS all together. Having said that, I want to say thank you guys so much for joining. It's been an absolute blast just having all of you here watching the stuff with me. And yeah, you guys take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. Tomorrow we have an RGG stream, okay? Don't forget. We're gonna do that, and maybe I'm gonna do a shorter stream after that with... To be honest, I don't know with what. Because I feel like if we do Trails, like Daybreak, it's not gonna be enough. So maybe we'll find a short game or something. We'll see. Anyway, you guys take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. I'll see you tomorrow, fellas. Peace, and take care. Bye-bye.